Alright, welcome back to another video. In the basement, you can't see my head because I don't have a really good angle to work with. This is the best you guys are going to get. We have a new box from the United States Postal Service. Thank you. Now, I guess we gotta jump into it and see what I ordered this time. Now, before I get into this, I just want to clarify a few things. Me and Durley have been doing a little bit of work on the layout. We haven't been recording for it, but I assure you, work has been done. One of the many things we have started to do is started to put plaster and work on, hopefully, land soon. And another thing is, in my free time, when Durley was doing his own thing, I took it upon myself to go and transfer, I think, 6 or 7 pieces of rolling stock, and I gave them new kitty couplers, and thankfully they all work for the most part. So that's good. We got more rolling stock that works properly. With all that being said, let's go ahead and open this box. Okay, now that the box is open, let's open the box. There's tape. Alright, now the box is open, we should remove this. Hold on, I missed. Yeah. Alright, the box is open. Now let's take the contents out of the box. We're going to start with this one. Whatever could this be? Literally no idea. Oh, you see that? Menards. I unfortunately work there. No, it's good. They're not making me. They're definitely not forcing me to say it's just better. No, I'm kidding. Sorry, by the way, for the lack of videos. Unfortunately, I have been doing. I don't know if I ever said it or not, but Menards has been giving me a bunch of closing shifts, and I disagreed. So I went to my manager, and I'm like, "Can I just change my schedule?" They're like, "Yeah." So I changed my schedule, and hopefully starting September, I'm not going to get as many closing shifts. So, hopefully I should be going back to one day, every day while watching trains. So here we have our first boxcar. There's a fine detail. I don't know who this is made by, to be honest with you. The St. Regis. Very, very beautiful. Very detailed, I must say. Here's that part of it. Very detailed. Now these are actually very, very special boxcars. I'll go over them later. These are Thrall all-door boxcars. I'll have to put an image on the screen at some point to show you guys what these look like. But from my understanding, it's usually boxcars have a door right here. All of these panels come off to make loading just that much easier. From my understanding. So we're going to put our Thrall all-door right there. We're going to pull our next package. What do you think it is? It was packaged perfectly. Don't worry about it. That was a test to see how well the packaging is. And that's really good. I'll do this one. I see a familiar logo. Look at that! Isn't this amazing? This is going to come as a shocker. We got CSX with the reporting marks of the C&O, the Chesapeake in Ohio, which is not the C in CSX, but it was a subsidiary to CSX, or predecessor? Predecessor is the right word. Predecessor to CSX. And this is our first CSX piece of rolling stock. I don't believe the door is open. Nope. That's okay. I had to make sure. Okay, this one you can kind of see. It's red. Only so many companies that have or had the rolling stock red. So I'm sure you guys can figure it out really quickly. Really, really on there. I think I missed a thing of tape over here. There we go. Yeah, I missed a piece. Let's see, these things are really well packaged. Alright. here we have a Burlington boxcar. Look at that. This thing is beautiful. A Burlington is a predecessor railroad to the Burlington Northern Santa Fe, or the BNSF. As we know it today, the two companies that merged to form BNSF is the Burlington Northern Santa Fe and the Burlington Route. I believe, if I'm correct, the Burlington Route merged with the Great Northern and made Burlington Northern. I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me on it. Alright. Here's our next thing. Can't really, I don't know, like maybe a gondola or a well car. I don't know. I mean, I know, but I'm not going to tell you. This packaging is really well done. It's so well done, it's upsetting me. Jesus. Okay, there we go. Oh, look at that. It's a gondola. Yes, I really am just laying this on the floor. This is a very modern looking gondola. And look at that. It's the MOPAC, also known as the Missouri Pacific Railroad. A predecessor to the Union Pacific. I don't know if you call it that because Union Pacific has been Union Pacific for over 160 years. But unfortunately for them, Union Pacific said, I'm going to take that. Beautiful heritage unit they've made, thankfully. Oh man, I already know what this one is. I'm not looking forward to it because I don't know how to pronounce the name at all. I mean, I tried to learn with Google Translate, and it didn't work that well because I forgot. This tape, dude, it's gonna be the death of me, I swear. Here it is. Look at that. It is another Thrall All-Door boxcar. Look at that one. Now, you can pronounce that as it's backwards, as the text is backwards for you. Huh. Good luck. I believe it's Weyerhaeuser. I don't know. From what I can understand, I believe they're mostly based in Canada. I'm not 100% sure. They still exist today, believe it or not. Unfortunately, I do not believe these Thrall All-Door boxcars do exist today, though. But the company still does. Look at that. Again, the text. Look at how realistic that is. That is amazing. We're going to put it next to its other buddy. Okay, we got two more left. I had to make sure. This is going to be my fan favorite. Look at this. This is a TTX boxcar. Look at how shiny it is. Oh my god. That is, look at that. I know you see that because I see it. Look at that. TTX is still around today and have enormous boxcars all the time. I believe there has been some that has rolled around on the Iowa Interstate. Look at that. Look how far these come out. That's amazing. Now, do these open? Ooh, they do. It's a little rough, but look at that. The door does open. I don't think it was, I don't think it's been opened a lot because it's really, really sticking. That's okay. I like to keep it closed anyway. Alright, and here we have our last piece of rolling stock. As you can see, nothing else in there. Okay. So we're just going to go ahead and put that right over there in a safe spot. It's actually not safe because I just threw that right by the door. So now it's a tripping hazard. Osha would be very upset with me right now. Ah, look at that. We got another one. We have another Burlington Route Refrigerator Express, or a reefer. As you can see, Burlington, or Refrigerator Express. There's their beautiful logo. There's the corner. There's the corner. There's the roof. There's the bottom. And this one, like I said, we do have two, but this one seems to be way more detailed. So let's go through what we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect, just what I wanted. 2 Thrall All-Doors and the rest are boxcars with the exception of a Missouri Pacific gondola. So obviously we have to go throw these on the layout. The only kind of sort of issue we have right now is it's a mess because of what we've been doing to it. That and the bridge derails, I'm pretty sure, every train, but I do have an engine that is very light that we might be able to run over it. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording and throw all this on the layout, and we're going to see if these all do fine, and if they do pine. I did talk to the seller on eBay. He said that they are all fine. They all work with his curves, and his curve radius, I believe he said it was 18. So if these should be fine for him, I don't see why it'd be an issue for me. So we're going to go ahead and put on the layout. We're going to see just exactly what happens. And don't worry, in the next shot you'll actually be able to see my full body instead of just my torso. I'm telling you, I'm here, you just can't see me. You want proof? There's my hat. Menards shirt, Iowa Interstate hat, not my best combo, but I gotta wear the Iowa Interstate hat. So, let's go ahead and move in the other room. We can finally get these things on the layout because I've been waiting a long time ever since I saw these on eBay. So, let's go. Alright, we've made it to the next scene, just showing you guys the setup here. We got the Rock Island Alco RS3 right behind it. Finally, I don't know if any of you remember me ever having this, but I actually have had this whole time a Burlington route boxcar with both doors opening. I just transferred the wheels over to metal, and I put on new couplers. Right behind it we have our BNSF 50-foot wagon wheel. Right behind it we have that other Burlington Reefer Express. Behind it we got a BNSF probably 40, and then we have a BNSF wagon wheel rotary hopper. And then behind it we have our Illinois Central gondola with a fixed load. And all of these work just perfectly, plus we got those two guys right there, which unfortunately are still under maintenance. So give me 1 second, I'm going to switch out the engine, take off everything that we have, and then I'm going to go ahead and put on the new pieces of rolling stock, and we're going to run it, and hopefully it doesn't derail at the bridge. So give me 1 second, I'll get it all set up for you guys. Alright, we have everything all set up. As you can see, we got the Burlington switcher, the Burlington caboose boxcar, Missouri Pacific gondola, the Thrall All-Door, another Burlington boxcar, TTX, the CSX, and the other Thrall All-Door. Now, you're probably wondering why in the little hyperlapse I did there, why I decided to put the other Thrall All-Door on the back. That's because one of the couplers seemed to have snapped. I don't know how, but to be completely honest, maybe it was just already like that. Always a possibility. I'll get past it. Oops, sorry. So that's what it's supposed to look like. And this one, yeah, it happens. Thankfully, the locomotive, I don't think the switcher will, but well, they should have a replacement knuckle. I'm sure I have one lying around here somewhere. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get behind the controls, and well, first I'm actually going to take the engine and run it first by itself, just to make sure it can make it over this bridge, and then I'll actually hook everything up. So give me 1 second. Alright, looks like we should all be set. In case you're wondering, I got this little pin here, and what I do is there's actually one set up right there. It is a derailleur, a portable derailleur. Obviously, real rail companies use this all the time on their main line, and anytime I have all that rolling stock sitting there, it's kind of downward, downhill ever since basically where the engine is sitting. After that, it all goes down. So I throw up this little pin and I angle it to an extent where if the boxcars hit it, it'll stop it, and I put it nice and close so it can't even gain enough speed to hopefully derail. It's just something that I kind of put to stop it basically
it is being used for the exact intended purpose as its real life counterpart, to make sure nothing gets past a certain point. The reason why that one is right there is because that switch is bad and it terminates into the invisible bridge. Unfortunately, our locomotives can't see the invisible bridge, so they don't go over it, they just kind of fall. That's not good. So with all that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get behind the controls and hope to God nothing happens, otherwise this video is going to be longer than I want it to be. Yogi, do us proud. 91. Oh, wow. Really? Well, to be completely fair, oh, that's what's going on. Yeah, I can see how that would be an issue. So, this Burlington boxcar looks like the actual couplers are, they're on the same piece of plastic as the wheels are. And having it up to the one color, I'm not saying that was the issue, but excuse me. That is a very big height difference. So we're going to go ahead and put this little battery here. Give me 1 second. We are back after commercial break. So yes, the Burlington boxcar looks like they're. I can't guarantee that's the issue, but a height difference as major as that one is, I'd say it definitely could cause future problems. Unfortunately, with it being literally made like that, I don't know how we would go about fixing that. But we can always try something later. So let's go ahead and run it one more time, because I hope it's only going to be really. Come on now. It's just a cup. Maybe it wasn't. It was just not ice. I thought it was. So I need to tuck the pull test just to make sure. There we go. We'll kind of see the flash. What has derailed? You. There is no reason for you. It's going to be fixed. Look at that. Hopefully shouldn't be an issue anymore. It's a size on the track. TTX, please excuse me while I help over from here. I don't think they understand the definition of staying on the track. What's going on there? My apologies, TTX. Hey. Are you going to derail this time? Yeah. The wheels he's not even on the track. We're going to experiment here. Sometimes this works. Not all the time. Sometimes this works. As long as it's not enough. I am curious to see if these are the same things though. Ooh, 1 second. If the reporting marks are the same, most likely are. 5298, yeah, these are the exact same. And the only thing that I did to ours that makes it fine is I added a huge counterweight. But also, had to compare the play. I guess it was not too much. Ooh, that is not a big screw to work with. That is how you tell if it's just too loose. Oh no. I guess I should have figured it would be that. Thankfully, I have a longer one. That's exactly what I'm going to use. Just a longer one. That way it'll give us more cleaning in it. Sometimes you can fix these things pretty easily, but that's not all the time. This one I'm scared of this one. I think it's just about to fall off on me. Not all wheels, I mean, there's definitely some resistance. We don't want to pull forward. See? Taking everything apart, I found a bunch of different little tiny screws. Thankfully, they just have them laying around. I really wish this wasn't such a damn issue, but it's just what it's come to, I guess. Don't worry, we'll get you fixed. No matter what, it seems there's always going to be an issue with our layout. The curves are definitely, they're sharp. I don't even know what radius will ever be, to be honest. So usually only takes like 15 seconds for this screw to be completely on there. While I wait, sneak behind you guys here. Excuse me. Don't move or anything. I got it. You guys are not nice to me at all. By the time I get done doing this, it should be all good. Alright, my theory is correct. It should be dry blue, or at least dry enough to put the shell back on. That's pretty much all I need. Gotta make sure it's not glued. It's gonna be glued. It's gonna go glue to a frame. Okay. That should be better. Let's find out. So hopefully I fixed two birds with one stone and added a counterweight and just made the wheels very, very loosey-goosey. This is still letting me do it. Yeah, it just seems it just doesn't agree with the curve radius at all. Feel the tension on that too. Now, what I'm trying to figure out is why that one works so smoothly. This one isn't. They're literally the same exact thing. shittles and just. I mean, it's literally the same thing. We can do this, okay? We can do this. Swear to God, if another boxer makes it past this bend, 50 rails, I'm gonna lose it. Okay. For the love of God, stay on the track. It's what you pay. It's what you get paid to do. I don't think we've ever had a rolling stock be on the bridge curve. I don't think we've ever pulled a consist this long before. I think this can be considered as a local. See, that bit's fine. I'm having fun. But now the real test is, well, for one, the real test is, can this SW100 pull the whole thing? And can it go down the hill in reverse? If I have to pull out the Illinois Central, oh, I can't. It derails on the curve. I could pull out the Rock Island. Someone give it a motivational tap. Just go to the engine and just tap it. Please? I'll do everything down here. Don't ask me why it does that, I don't know. Can I ask why you decided to do that? Mr. Sir. I just realized these air hoses are hanging down a lot. In fact, this air hose is touching. I might have to give them a snip. We should be fine. We'll continue for now. Maybe it was too sudden of a push. You guys started too fast. All of these are stock too, except for the Burlington. Sometimes you have to add a little extra weight to these things to make them perform better, which is a possibility I might have to face. Thankfully, we got enough of a counterweight to do that, if need be, of course. I'm not 75 yet. At decent speed. We're actually going to stop it right there. We are going to make this SW100 make a wish that it was not alive. And we're going to give it the heaviest consist on the map. We're going to add everything. When I mean everything that works. So you two, go there. Now the only question is, what engine should do all this? Because I think the SW might actually burn its prime mover. It might catch on fire. I don't know what I have in here. Pull it off the rail. We'll try the Rock Island Alco RS3. Because your prime mover might be close to being done, buddy. An RS3 should have, hypothetically speaking, more horsepower. I think. I don't know. Didn't see that there. Let's move back over a little. We're relying on a Rock Island engine, as always. Somehow it keeps coming back to that. Don't even worry about it. I got this. Rock down. It is not working. You don't want to have to do this. Alco. Get out of my way, dude. What are you doing? Hold on. Oh, yeah. It's okay. Oh, it is kind of heavy. Oh, right. The coupler's broke on this one. Oh, hey. Okay. Get back here. Jeepers cripes. This consist is literally longer than anything I've ever put on here. Look at this shit. It's like 1/3 of the layout. Okay, derail is in place. So now I have to go through all my engines and figure out which ones, because I need high horsepower, but I also need one that's not going to derail right here. Illinois Central does all the time. I don't want to try anything too risky. I wonder if we could get CMW to do this. Very light, but also a -9, so should have a decent amount of horsepower. And last I checked, this guy was all good for the layout. I don't think we ever had any issues. Honestly, this engine's about the same as the same weight as the Iowa, but I'm not throwing out a 508 because that thing is. Well, if Illinois Central didn't exist, it'd be the most expensive train down here. Retail price, man. Literally what the -9 is paid for. Hey, engineer, if you don't apply your sand, you're going to start making sparks, buddy. Okay. Well, I guess the -9's prime mover is about as good as the one on the AC6000. This is exactly what I didn't want to happen. This video was being prolonged. Alright, our Lord and Savior is coming. I know one engine that help us. It's this engine. The most reliable locomotive in all American history. The BNSF ES44C4. What? Are you saying this isn't the most reliable engine in American history? Huh? Hold on. Say it to his nose. Say it. This thing is heavy as hell. But it's also the first engine that I bought. Remember the first engine that took a tumble and met Mr. Concrete Floor? You remember that, don't you, buddy? Remember that pain? Hold on, I feel that pain again, dude. Stay on the track. Make me proud. Now, if one locomotive can do this, it's a 4,400 horsepower. Even though that's not the real horsepower of the smaller variant, it should at least act that way. Of course, I'm going to have to do a test just to make sure it can go over perfectly fine. Looks like we have entered the modern era of comfort cab and ditch lights. Huh. This is the curve that's going to work on the most. I'm just going to stop you here and reverse it. See, I would throw on the Illinois Central, but the Illinois Central is the heaviest locomotive that we own at this point in time. And it disagrees with our curve radius and derails right there all the time. Alright, looks like the spirit of BNSF is with us today. I guess I should have worn my BNSF hat. I am sorry this is taking so long. Really? I'm just going to stop right there. No, it's just not moving. Okay. Well, come on, buddy. Okay. 1 BNSF ES44 C4. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. These are running stock. Think you got this? 6756? Go, fatty. Does I get a tight spot or something metal touching the rails I'm just not aware of? What's wrong with you? Lights are on, but no one's on. What is the matter with you? It's just one thing after another with all these emphases in it. Okay, we're making smarts. So why is it not working? I knew that was going to happen. What? I don't know what I even just did, but okay. It worked, I guess. Do not scare me like that. You can't just start off like that. The noise was terrifying. I generally thought something was going to be working. Ah, this makes me happy. Wow, look at that. It's at 50% power. He's moving pretty good. I say that it's almost struggled to climb the grade. Not an Evolution series, not a Gevo. I only have Gevos. I don't have. Well, I do have EMPs. Okay, the Missouri Pacific gondola is shaking violently. I do have EMPs. I have multiple EMPs. It's just not able to do what this is doing. It's why you're better. Because you want to know what happened when a Gevo fell off the layout? It was fun. You want to know what happened when an AMD fell off the layout? I haven't seen it ran in only over a year. Clearly, we know who's better. Now, before I start a civil war in the comment section, we're going to go ahead and do it first. As long as nothing is derailed. You know that noise the locomotives and rolling stock make when they go on the track? It sounds, I don't know how to describe it, but it's just a noise they make when they go over the rails. I feel like this engine and rolling stock should be making that noise. Because honestly, something I can tell that this radius that I have going on here is killing everything. They're doing just fine. I'm going to do a quick check to make sure absolutely nothing is derailed. But there is no way they're happy. God damn it. The lights on? Is anyone home? No. No, Gevo. No. could make it go faster than stereo. Make it look like that. I swear. We were right there. Who? God damn it. We're just gonna. That never happened with TTX. What is wrong with you? Stop leaning so hard, dude. Wow, alright. Oh, my knee just gave up. I believe we have a winner. I believe that winner is the BNSF Gvo. Just took 20 damn minutes to find an engine that would actually work. I think the Alco RS3 is just too old. I think the SW Prime Mover is basically on fire at this point. And the CNW, I think the reason it stopped working is because the crew knew that there was no AC and they didn't want to put up with that. Honestly, I'd do the same thing. Well, there you have it. I mean, this is amazing. I'm gonna scoot you guys forward so I can actually like move. Let's go ahead and look at this. Look at that. That's amazing. I am very, very happy. Apart from Mr. Green having a broken coupler, which I don't even know when that happened. I'll have to check the room in the box and just make sure it didn't come off during the unboxing, and if it did, that's kind of weird. Never had that happen before. Well, I guess that wraps up this video. There's not really much else to show you guys. I mean, everything's done. I guess I'm just going to leave it like this. I don't really want to put any of this away. This is just truly impeccable. I mean, I bought these because I knew we had a lot of rolling stock, but none of them had new couplers, and all of them had something wrong with them. It's nice to have rolling stock with nothing wrong with them. Look at this. We got more rolling stock than we do engines. That's a joke. Oh man, that's funny. That is hilarious. Whew. Yeah, that was a joke. We got more engines than anything. Not even including the shells. I mean, if I put every engine on here, it would probably cover half. I'm gonna go ahead and move these contact points further back so we can scoop this guy a little bit further. I don't know what happened. I just slowly stopped working. Screw. That. Well, with that being said, thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I did enjoy making it. And any comments or questions you guys have, go ahead. Leave it in the comment section down below. I'll get back to you as soon as I'm available to do so. I'll go ahead and have the pictures at the very end of the video of the Thurao all-door box cars, loaded and unloaded. Companies may vary. And I'll go ahead and leave the seller's information on eBay down below if you guys want to check him out. Personal shout out to him. I can't remember it off the top of my head right now, but after I stop this recording, I will have it at the end of the video. And I really do appreciate having everything sent exactly as advertised. Really wasn't that long of a wait. I got in contact with him and he responded basically instantly. So I really do appreciate that. You'll love to see it. And with all that being said, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed today's video. And I will see you guys tonight, where hopefully you'll get the Iowa Interstate, and hopefully it'll be a 513. Rumor has it 507, 513 was seen in Moline, Illinois on a CRBI. So if the locomotives stay the same, allegedly they're set for Blue Island. Last time 513 came through, it was on the second slot, and I didn't see it. So let's hope it comes through tonight, because it'd be nice. And, well, I guess I'll just, I'll see you guys there.